Hey everyone, this is Shelby with Simple Pleasures. I'm here today with a video for our Copic Marker color series. I'm going to demonstrate how to color an image white using the cool gray color family. I'm using the stamp from Penny Black called Cheerful. The first color that I've pulled out is the C00. I'll be using 3 colors today to show you how to color white. The darkest being C3, the mid-tone color will be C1, and the lightest here is the C00. What I'm actually doing right here is just marking where I eventually want the darkest shadows to fall. It's important to keep in mind that when you're creating white with Copic markers, what you're actually doing is you're not coloring the whole image. You are just coloring the shadows, where you want the shadows to fall. So there's not actually a white Copic marker. You're creating the look of white using the grays to make the shadows. What I'm also doing, this stamp is a little on the larger side, so I'm going to work in smaller sections than what I may typically do. So you'll see me switching markers quite often. Right here I'm going in with the C3, marking where I want those shadows off of the petals to fall onto each other and where the head of the flower may be casting a shadow onto the petal. I'm coming in with a C00 and blending out those edges. When I create white, I like to have very smooth edges in my coloring. The flowers themselves are not going to have a lot of depth in the white per se. It's, again, remember, it's the shadows that you're creating to give the look of white. Again, where you see the head of the flower that might overlap and cast a shadow onto that part of the petal, I'm using my C3. Coming in with my C1 to blend out the C3. That particular petal, as you can see, has petals on either side, casting a shadow onto it. Coming in with my C00 and blending that out again. So what I would recommend when you look at an image or you look at a stamp is that you try to see first, before you start coloring, where the shadows are going to fall, where the sunlight or the light source is going to hit. When you're using flowers or something in nature, you really want to follow how the petals fall, how the leaves fall. Where on that petal do you think the light might be catching the most? And in those darkest areas is where you want to go in with your C3 or whatever combination of colors you feel comfortable using. Then you want to go in with your mid-tones, blend that out, come in with your lightest color and blend a little bit more. I like to have a little bit darker shadows. That's why you'll see me using C3, but you can use lighter combinations if that works best for you. I'm just showing you what works best for me and what I like to do. Again, taking that that C1 and touching up where I didn't like, perhaps where the C3 wasn't blended well enough. Another trick that I'm showing you right here is with the colorless blender. Colorless blender is made to move the pigment of the ink or to remove it altogether. And what I'm doing is brushing in back into itself the C00. What this helps do is create a very, very smooth blend so that there are no rough edges. And there you have a white flower created with the C family. So thanks for stopping by today. I appreciate your time and hope you'll come visit us soon.